Mr. Hightower, you had a .45 caliber gun in your hand the night Chris Alexander was murdered.
Yes.
It was in your hand and you were looking at the Alexander home.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see anyone outside when you looked out the door.
No, I didn't.
You did not see a car in the driveway.
No.
You did not hear the screeching of tires.
No.
But you had a .45 caliber gun in your hand.
Yes, I did.
And that gun was your weapon.
Yes.
And it's loaded with .45 caliber ammunition.
Yes.
Were you aware that .45 caliber ammunition was dug out of the floor of the Alexander home?
No, not to now.
Okay. Were you aware that the weapon that killed Mr. Alexander was a .45 caliber weapon?
No, not to now.
Not till now. Of course, your weapon's never been tested.
Correct.
Well, your brother is the chief of police.
Yes, he is.
And your brother came to talk to you that night.
Him and along with other detectives.
Yeah, Detective Morris wasn't there, though.
No.
You gave a statement later about what happened.
No, I gave a statement then.
Your brother was the first cop you talked to about this.
Mm-hmm.
And we can agree that you called your brother after the shot was fired.
Yes.
Now, you don't like Chris Alexander very much, do you?
Not really.
I mean, he's involved in drugs.
Mm-hmm.
A bad person to have living across the street from your family,
Yes.
from your wife,
Mm-hmm.
from your kids.
Yes.
A threat to the neighborhood, huh?
Big threat to the neighborhood.
Well, he's not a threat anymore, is he, Mr. Hightower?
No, not to the best of my knowledge.
Well,
No.
he's dead now, and
Yes, he is.
now you have had your own issues with the law in the past, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You have actually lied to the federal government about money before, haven't you?
No, I haven't lied. I just didn't record a $10,000. Yes, it wasn't a lie.
Well, I mean, you know, when you tell the federal government on your income taxes how much money you made, that's a sworn promise, right?
Yes, it is.
And you made a promise that was not accurate,
Correct.
and that was for your benefit. You didn't have to pay taxes on that $10,000,
Right.
although eventually it caught up with you.
Yes, it did.
And once it caught up with you, you paid it off.
Yes, not a problem.
But that was a time when you were not honest to someone.
Correct.
You've also had drug issues in the past yourself.
No, I had drug issues with my brother.
You have drug issues with your brother. Yes. So your brother's drug issues became a problem in your life?
Yes, it did.
And your brother has really never recovered from having these drug problems.
Right.
And Mr. Alexander, according to your testimony, was one of his sources for his drugs.
Yes.
He won't be selling your brother drugs anymore, will he?
No, not to the best of my knowledge.
Not to the best of your knowledge, and I would imagine that that you know.
Yes.
I mean, you were awake that night.
Yes, I woke up from the gunshot.
And you had the gun in your hand.
Yes.
And he was across the street from you.
Yes.
And by your own testimony, nobody else was there at that time.
Nobody that I know of.
Now, Mr. Hightower, would it surprise you to learn that your phone number is on the records showing that you called Mr. Alexander the night that he was murdered?
No, my brother was over to my house that night.
Well, your cell phone shows up on his cell phone record, showing that you called him. Was it your testimony here today that you've never called Chris Alexander?
No, I didn't.
Someone else, if that's the case, then someone else must have used your phone.
Yes.
But you didn't make that call.
No, I didn't make that call.
You didn't make that call. Referring opposing counsel to Defense Exhibit Echo, a copy of a 3-page incident report filed in January of the year that Mr. Alexander was murdered. Now, sir, you told us previously that you live on Lullaby Lane?
Yes, I do.
Across the street from the Alexanders?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. Now, you have called the police department before about drug activity in your neighborhood.
Yes, I have.
In fact, you called the police department about drug activity in your neighborhood in January.
Yes.
And when you called the police department in January, they sent someone out to your house.
Yes, they did.
And the individual that they sent out to your house was a Mr. Willie Alexander.
Right.
Mr. Alexander took your statement about what had happened. Mm-hmm. And he took your information
Yes.
to make certain that they would be able to get in touch with you if they found anything else, right?
Correct.
Now, a review of those records indicate that your home phone number is 727-555-3461. Is that in fact your home phone number?
Yes, it is.
It is. All right, sir. Now, did you know that the phone records of Mr. Alexander's cell phone have been gotten to show the phone activity that day, the day he was murdered?
No, I didn't know that, but
I imagine you didn't know that. Is that somewhat surprising to you?
somewhat. Yes.
Somewhat, yes. Now, sir, just out of curiosity, referring opposing counsel to what's been previously marked as defense exhibit golf for identification, Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Now, you said your number is 3461. Let's take a look at this exhibit of the phone numbers who called Mr. Alexander, and just look up at me when you find your home phone number there. You find it, sir?
Yes, it did.
And are you able to read the time at which that phone call was made from your phone?
Yes.
And that was in the afternoon of the day that Mr. Alexander was murdered. Was that a yes?
Yes, it is.
All right, and if I might have that, and you agree that that is your phone number on that record?
Yes, it is.
Now, you told us you heard yelling at the Alexander home that afternoon.
Yeah, earlier that day.
Earlier that day. Mm-hmm. And you'll agree with me that around 4:30 in the afternoon is earlier in the day from the time that Mr. Alexander was murdered.
I really don't know what time he was murdered, but
if the record seems to show to us that it happened around the time of the gunshot, would that surprise you?
yeah, I mean, no, that wouldn't surprise me because when I heard the gunshot, it's when I woke up.
Okay. But there was yelling involving Mr. Alexander earlier in the day.
Yes, it was.
But you couldn't make out who else was yelling.
No, I didn't. No, I couldn't at that time. No.
But someone used your phone to call him that very afternoon.
As I told you earlier, my brother was there. Ricky was there earlier. He had left till like 8:30.
So you hang out a lot with Ricky, Mr. Hightower?
No, I don't hang out with my brother, but I do try to stay in contact with him to see if he's okay.
Now, sir, Ricky's been a problem for you, hasn't he?
Ricky has been a big problem for my whole family.
I'm sure he has. Referring opposing counsel, what's been marked as defense exhibit hotel for identification, a copy of the sworn statement of Mr. Hightower, 2 pages. Ask that it be marked as defense exhibit hotel for identification. Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Sir, I'm handing you a copy of your sworn statement. Mm-hmm. Please take a look at it. I don't want you to look at the substance of it right now, but I want to verify a few things for you. You are, in fact, Robert Hightower?
Yes, I am.
Those are your initials at the top of that sworn statement?
Yes, it is.
Please flip through to the last page. Mm-hmm. Did you sign that?
Yes, I did.
You did sign this. And you remember giving this statement?
Yes.
You remember signing it?
Yes.
Now, you just told us here in court that your brother Ricky was there that day. Please flip back over to the first page of the document. Now, what was the date that you signed this?
4th of July.
4th of July of what year, sir? Was it this year or 1 year or 2 years ago?
This year.
This year. Mm-hmm. 4th of July of this year. Where's your brother Ricky right now, sir?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
I'd like you to take a look at the second paragraph of your previous sworn statement from the 4th of July of this year. Mm-hmm. Read through that. And if you'll see where you previously knew where your brother Ricky was, just look up and let me know.
Yeah.
You remember where he is now?
Yes, I do.
He's in prison, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's in prison for attempted murder. Mm-hmm. And I'll bet a review of the documents will show that he was in prison for attempted murder during the time frame when Mr. Alexander was murdered. If I might have that back, please. Thank you, Mr. Hightower. Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness right now.